As of just a few months ago, I closed down my small business after running it for over a decade, despite that business making over $150,000 a year. I did it because I have learned some incredibly valuable lessons along the way. Lessons I think will be really helpful if you want to quit your job. Not only will I share those, but I will also share what my business was, because I've never really talked about it here on the channel before, and why I closed it down, even though it made what I thought was quite a bit of money at the time. Since 2014, my day job has been doing wedding photography. I actually started doing it in 2010, but it was just a side business that I started while I worked a regular 9-to-5 job. I spent my nights and weekends building the business, and I even snuck away into empty conference rooms while I worked my 9-to-5 job to talk to potential clients. Eventually, my small business started making more money than my regular job, and given that I've never really liked having a boss or being told when I can go on vacation, I went all in on my side business. Even before that, I was an entrepreneur. I had my own business from elementary school all the way through high school. Then somewhere along the way, I got convinced that I needed to go to college, get a degree, and then get a real job and be a good little productive member of society. Go to college, they said. Get a real job, they said. It'll be fun, they said. So I did all that, but it was not meant to be. So the first lesson I learned was the value of knowing yourself and being true to yourself. When I'm honest with myself, I know that working a 9-to-5 job is not something I am cut out for. But for a while, I was lost and thought I needed to make it work, so I tried. Then my side business became successful and I got to jump back into entrepreneurship head first, and being in control of my own destiny has been wonderful. However, that was just a single source of income, and I knew that if I wanted to truly be successful, and maybe more importantly, be resilient, I needed more streams of income and ones that would scale. And that's the next lesson: the importance of multiple streams of income and having extreme financial resilience. So my path has led me here. In 2015, I started a successful YouTube channel, learned some great lessons, learned that that niche wasn't very profitable, so I started another channel, the one you're watching. Hello. And this channel now makes far more money than my wedding photography business ever did. So here we are. I have yet again built something on the side that is no longer able to stay just a side thing. Learning exactly when is the right time to pivot can make all the difference. So I am jumping ship on my small business and going all in on online content creation, crypto passive income, and I don't know, whatever else sparks my interest going forward. And I'm hoping you will come along on the journey with me. Come on in, the water's fine. I have seen firsthand the power of building income sources that work even when I don't, and income sources that can scale, and I'm addicted. If you aren't addicted to passive income yet, it's probably because you just haven't figured out how to make it work yet. And if you can figure it out, I promise it will change your life. It is absolutely and certainly changed mine. If you aren't quite sure though where to start with passive income, then you should try out Sleep Money Club. We have a bunch of proven passive income strategies, courses, guides, live streams, and of course you can get direct access to me, what I'm buying, what I'm selling, and the next big thing I'm looking at. We have a 7-day, no risk, free trial. There's a link to it down in the description. But really, passive income is just one aspect. Another huge reason I'm doing this is because I have changed my overall life perspective. This lesson has been deeply profound for me. None of us know how much time we have on this earth. So why spend most of it at a job you don't like so you can finally retire at age 65 and then hopefully have 10 to 20 years, if you are lucky, to finally do what you want to do. And then maybe realize you might not be able to since you are much older and have less energy. I want to do what I want to do right now. Think about how much time you have left. If you are 30 right now, and you live to be 85, you have 55 years left. 18 of those remaining 55 years are spent sleeping. 13 of those 55 years are spent working at a job. If you can keep it to 8 hours per day, 5 days a week, you lose more years to the mundane, everyday tasks, chores, etc. You might only have 20 years of that time to do what you actually want, and probably less due to other obligations. So with that in mind, Why give up so much time doing something you don't like or something you even hate? Build an escape, or at the very least, start looking for something you like better or love. And if you do really well, you can even escape from yourself, because that's basically what I've done. I've effectively marched into my own office and told myself I'm quitting to go work for myself. What? Hello, Andy. Hello, Andy. Well, it's been wonderful. It's been fun, but I'm here to quit. Quit? You are me. I am you. You can't quit me. You can't quit us. Oh, I can and I will, and I do. Goodbye. Okay, so silly skits aside, is all this actually worth doing? Well, my entrepreneurial quest is based on a few things. I don't want my destiny to be controlled by someone else. I don't want to have a boss who can tell me what I can or cannot work on. I don't like the idea of needing to ask permission to go on vacation. I don't want to depend on someone else to make a business work. And I don't want to find out one day that I'm being laid off or that my position is no longer needed. I refuse to be exposed to those things ever again. I want to build my dreams and not someone else's. And I want to do it on my terms. I want my success and failure to be my own and not because of someone else. And maybe you feel the same way. And if you do, then in my experience, I think this is such a worthwhile journey to set out on. But how do you do this? How can you do this too? Well, first things first, don't just quit your job without a plan. Instead, build your new venture on the side while all your buddies or besties are going out and getting drunk or clubbing it up or just sitting at home and binging show after show. You can use that same time to build something worth building. Which, by the way, binge watching Game of Thrones, 70 hours gone. Mad Men, 92 hours gone. Every episode of Chopped, aka the best cooking show ever, 690 hours gone. That's almost a full month, people. But maybe arguably worth it on that last one? I don't know. That one's up for debate. So instead of that, sacrifice some time to build something on the side that has potential to give you freedom from the 9-to-5 job, or freedom from whatever it is you want to escape. Do that, and also save your money. Build up an emergency fund, so that if you do jump ship and it doesn't go exactly as planned, you have some cushion. When trying to build your freedom vehicle, you want to do it from a good place, not from a place of stress. Not while you are panicking about how you will pay your bills this month. So work hard on the side and build your business and earn extra money, and then take that extra money and save it. Build up 6 to 12 months of your expenses in savings. Not only will that give you a ton of peace of mind when the economy isn't doing so hot, but it will also give you much less stress when you finally do leave your job. Even if you do all the right things, all of this can still not work out. And maybe that's your fear, that you will try and fail. It was very, very exciting for me to close down my small business, but I have to admit, it was also scary. It's important to acknowledge the fears because they are often real. However, you do not have to let the fear control you. I'm a huge Tim Ferriss nerd. He introduced me to something called fear setting. When you define your fear, you can conquer your fear. So here's how it works. It's a framework around one question. What if? And then you fill in the blanks. You define what the fear is, how you can prevent it, and how you would repair it if it actually happens. For example, what if I quit my job? One fear could be define. I could run out of money. Prevent. Build an emergency fund, repair, use my emergency fund, or get a part-time job to help. Or define, my side business could fail. Prevent, I will create a plan for my business and spend time each week studying how to be better at it. Repair, if it does fail, I can try a different approach or pivot to a new business type. You need to define your fears. You need to write them out and make a plan for them. Otherwise, they can paralyze you. Fear is normal, especially when taking big leaps. So realize that and incorporate them into your plan. And also watch this video if you're not quite sure where to start with making some money on the side. It will help get you started. Goodbye